Welcome to Logical Ayurveda. Last video we studied about the symptoms and lakshanas of Pittaja Prameha, how to differentiate between Kapha Pittaja Prameha and Pitta Vata Prameha. So in this video we will see about the different treatment of Kapha Pitta and Pitta Vata Prameha. One thing we have to understand before going into the treatment is a little more concept in a simplified manner is that Prakrita Kapha, Shita Snigdha, Prakrita Kapha is always Bala. Prakrita Kapha is Ojas, Prakrita Kapha is Shukra, Prakrita Kapha causes Vyadhi Kshamatva, Prakrita Kapha is immunity. Vikrita Kapha is always Ama, Vikrita Kapha is that which is causing the diseases. Now, Vikrita Kapha, for Kapha to get Vikrita Avastha, there should be at least a minimal Pitta involvement. Without that, the Kapha Utklesha will not take place. For example, let's take an example of an ice cube. An ice cube is kept in the freezer. How it is? It is very compact, it is very hard, it is very cold, and when it is kept in the freezer, it maintains certain shape according to the vessel in which it is poured. So it is in frozen state. So that is Kapha Avastha, that is entirely Atishita, Atisnigdha Avastha. But when the same ice cube is taken out and put it into the normal room temperature, the ice cube starts to melt slowly. That is, a little Pitta involvement is there. The external temperature, the room temperature is much more higher than that of the temperature in the freezer. The temperature increases inside the ice cube, so it starts to liquefy. So, when the same ice cube is kept in a stove, in a pan and a stove, the ice cube starts to melt faster. So this is what happens in Vasanta Rutu. The Skannatvanna, the very hard nature of Kapha, is being interfered by Pitta. Because of the Ushna Guna of the Pitta, it causes liquefaction of Kapha. That takes place. So what happens after you keep in a bowl and it is kept in a stove, the ice cube starts to melt. So now also it is Shita Snigdha only, because slight Ushna is starting to increase. Now we get boiled water, that is Ushna Snigdha. So you increase the temperature a little more, water starts to boil, it increases in volume because of the increase in the temperature. Just when you keep the milk, it boils and flares up. Similarly, the Skannatvanna of the Kapha is being destroyed by Ushna Guna of the Pitta, and then Sthana Samshaya of Kapha takes place. Just like the milk pours out of the boiling vessel, Sthana Samshaya of Kapha takes place. In this avastha, it is Ushna Snigdha avastha. You leave the milk for certain time and the milk evaporates fully, and what remains? Only Vekam remains. So wherever there is Vekam, Akasha Mahabhuta, Vayu steps in. When complete evaporation takes, now what is happening? Ushna Snigdha is, the Snigdhata of the milk is getting reduced, and it becomes Ruksha. What finally remains? The milk is totally boiled out. We get charred black color film at the end. That is complete Vata Prakopa and Dhatukshaya. So we can understand the different dosha of Kapha and how Pitta affects the Kapha and turns how the Shita Snigdha nature is changed to Ushna Snigdha. It becomes Ushna Ruksha and it becomes complete Ruksha, Dhatukshaya, Vata Prakopa. Without understanding this, and this same ice cube concepts applies everywhere, that is in Kushta, in Prameha, in Jwara, wherever you see, this Pitta involvement in Kapha has to be understood. So according to the stage in which the patient is presenting to you, you have to give the medicine accordingly. So when the patient is of Kapha Pittaja Pramehi, you understand all the symptoms of Kapha Pittaja Pramehi. Earlier you think Ama is more, then Pitta is only Anubandha dosha, sweating is not that much, and it's like it's still in the starting phase. Pitta is only Anubandha dosha, it's not in the main dosha, so there is no much of weight loss, it is only in initial phase. So you identify Kapha Pitta, then it comes down to choosing a medicine. So basically in this Kapha Pittaja stage, Ama is more. So we have to give Amahara Pachana Aushadhis. We cannot give Amahara Pachana Aushadhis, we cannot choose Kadurasa. Why? Kadurasa is always increased Pitta, as you all know. So it contains predominance of Agni Mahabhuta and increases Pitta, where here in Kapha Pittaja Prameha, Pitta is an Anubandha dosha. So you have to decrease the sugar level also, and you have to also decrease the pitta that is present at the same time. So you have to choose a dravya in rasa, virya, vipaka, which reduces pitta also and which reduces kapha also. So tikta rasa comes in handy. You need to use tikta pachana dravyas and tikta pachanam and tikta deepana dravyas. So we need to choose right kind of tikta pachana for the patient. So there are three kashayas: Amrutotram kashayam, Vasa Gulichadi kashayam and Gulichadi kashayam. You can choose Amrutotram kashayam if ama is more, that kapha is very much and pitta is very less. You use Amrutotram kashaya because it contains shunti. It contains shunti, guluchi and abhaya. So if kapha and pitta are both in equal quantity, it's vitiated in a patient of prameha, then you use Vasa Gulichadi kashayam for ama pachana and agni deepana. If kapha is very less and pitta is high, then you use Gulichadi kashayam in certain cases. So you have three different kashayas and three different levels of doshas, and you use it accordingly in the subdivision of kapha pitta prameha. So don't ever let anyone tell Ayurveda is very easy. Ayurveda is very easy, or we have to just see the doshas and select a patients. Just select drugs for the patients. It is not easy. See, when a patient goes to an allopathic or contemporary doctor, all they have difficulties between in choosing the group of drugs which are biguanides or insulin or carbohydrate inhibitors, etc. They have to choose one certain group of drugs along to the patient and just they have to prescribe, which is very easy when compared to the group of drugs we have, huge abundance of drugs we have, and the counter sub avasthas that we have to treat in the avastha, whether it is associated with ama, whether it is not associated with ama. So all those needs Vaidya has to see. He has to open his eyes little more up, and then he has to diagnose the patient, and then only he can be successful. So when there is Agni Mandya, you have to choose between Amrutotram kashayam, Vasa Gulichadi kashayam and Gulichadi kashayam according to the different levels. So when it is associated with the Twak Rogas, you can choose Nimbadi kashayam or Nimba Rajanyadi Guliga or Nishamalaki tablet or Nisha Kadakadi kashayam, etc. So you have to choose the right kind of prescription. And when it is associated with improper Mala Shuddhi, then you can choose Nilavari Senna Churna. You can choose daily. Then there is Tiktakam Kashayam, and the most favorite drug of in Kapha Pitta Prameha for me is Asanadikana Kashayas, because Asanadikana Kashaya, it also contains Chandana in it. It also contains asana. It contains most of the tikta dravyas and kashaya dravyas. It causes agni deepana also, malashuddhi also. So most of the time my prescription is asanadikana kashayas, and according to the different avasthas I change the kashaya. Now if the patient is poor and he comes to you with the kapha pitta prameha, he is very poor, is dirt poor, then you can use avarampu kashayam of Siddha. It is a single drug formulation, which means senna flower. Take the senna flowers, clean it and make it a kashaya, and give 20 ml in the morning and evening before food. That decreases down sugar, kapha pitta prameha very much, and it also improves agni and it reduces the burning sensation, causes malashuddhi. It is one of the excellent drugs that can be used in this disease, and it is dirt cheap.